Imagine taking that big pile of research papers, all those interview transcripts, maybe website links you've gathered,
Yeah.
and turning it instantly into, say, an interactive podcast,
Yeah.
one you can actually talk to.
Or maybe a professional slideshow ready to go for that presentation next week.
Exactly. That's the kind of power, that potential we're diving into today.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Okay.
So you asked us how to tackle, processing a ton of information without getting completely overwhelmed.
Right.
And today we're unpacking Google's NotebookLM. It's an AI tool that honestly looks set to revolutionize how you interact with your own material.
Yeah, we'll explore its source-grounded advantage, what makes it different. We'll walk through setting up your own knowledge base using your documents, and then look at the core features, how it turns raw data into something useful, into insight.
And then we get to the really fun stuff, some of the magic content generation capabilities. We'll also cover some advanced ways to use it, compare the free and pro options, and lay out a kind of playbook with use cases and best practices. Basically, our mission is to give you a clear shortcut to understanding this tool and how it can make your research, well, not just easier, but maybe more insightful too.
Okay, let's get into it. So, NotebookLM, it's been around since 2023, but it's evolved quite a bit, hasn't it? From just analyzing documents to being this, well, comprehensive AI research platform.
It really has. The shift is significant. It takes all those scattered notes, different documents, maybe those policy papers or reports you mentioned sending us, and kind of weaves them together.
Into what?
Into organized knowledge bases, interactive podcasts, even video summaries. It's a serious upgrade if you're dealing with complex info. So what do you think makes it so revolutionary for someone who's really busy?
Well, for me, it feels like a shortcut, a really elegant one. Instead of manually wading through, dozens of articles you sent, it pulls out the core ideas.
Right.
And then lets you instantly create something new from it. It's about leveraging your time better, I think, not just managing files.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. NotebookLM isn't just another chatbot. It's specifically designed as a source-grounded AI research assistant.
Source-grounded. What does that mean in practice?
It means the AI only works with the documents and sources you give it. That's the key difference. It dramatically cuts down on the AI just inventing facts.
Ah, okay. So its answers, its summaries, everything it produces is tied directly back to your uploaded documents.
Exactly.
That level of reliability feels incredibly important, especially for serious research, knowing where the information came from.
Totally. And the advantages really stack up because of that. You get these personalized knowledge bases built only from your stuff. It can handle multiple source types, PDFs, audio, YouTube, websites, basically whatever you feed it. It's powered by Google Gemini, which is one of their top AI models. And crucially, the risk of hallucination is almost zero.
Hallucination being?
Right. For anyone less familiar, that's when an AI basically makes things up information that wasn't in its training data or the sources you gave it. NotebookLM is designed to avoid that.
And it even has collaboration features you mentioned. Simple like Google Docs.
Yeah, pretty straightforward sharing, which is nice. But thinking about your research, why is that source-grounded part such a critical distinction? Why does that matter so much?
Well, simply put, it ensures reliability. It stops the AI from making things up based on your specific inputs.
Getting started is, well, surprisingly easy. The analogy they use is like building a personal magical library.
Okay.
Each notebook you create is like a dedicated bookshelf for one topic or project. So you might have one bookshelf for all your documents on, say, that sustainable urban planning project.
Got it. And how much can you fit on these bookshelves?
The free plan gives you up to 50 sources per notebook, which is pretty generous for many things. But if you're doing really deep dives, the pro plan bumps that up significantly to 300 sources per notebook. That's a lot of capacity for big projects. So what kind of books can you actually put on these shelves? What types of information?
You could upload documents, sure, but also audio, videos, and website URLs too.
Right. Filling up that library is quite flexible. You can upload PDFs, plain text files, audio files, and it actually transcribes the audio for you automatically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it pulls directly from your Google Drive too. Docs, slides, sheets, integrates pretty seamlessly.
And it goes beyond just files on your computer.
Definitely. You can just give it a YouTube video link. It'll pull it in, transcribe it, analyze it. Same with any website URL. It can grab the content from there too. It turns that mess of browser tabs into something structured.
The real magic, I think, is what they call the universal translator aspect. It treats all these different things: dense papers, chatty podcasts, website articles, video tutorials.
Yeah.
It treats them all the same way once they're in. It creates this single, unified knowledge base you can search and interact with, like snapping together Lego blocks of information, even if the blocks started out looking totally different. So it can really combine, say, a formal report and a casual interview video from your research pile.
Yes, exactly. Dense papers and informal videos all become part of one searchable library.
So once you've built this library with your sources, NotebookLM offers these core features to help you actually make sense of it all. Go from just raw data to, well, actionable insights.
Right. They talk about 3 kind of superhuman research assistant superpower.
Okay, superpower 1.
First up is the speed reader, instant document summarization. As soon as you add a source, it gives you a summary, identifies key topics.
And crucially, it provides source attribution, right? So you know exactly where that summary point came from in your document.
Exactly. Perfect attribution. And if you add multiple sources, it can even do cross-document synthesis, finding connections and themes across all those different documents you've uploaded.
Okay, superpower 2.
That's the expert analyst. This is the intelligent chat interface. It's powered by Google Gemini, letting you have a proper conversation with your documents.
So instead of just reading them, you're asking them questions.
Precisely. You can ask it to compare arguments from 2 different papers you uploaded, or create a table of data points scattered across several reports, or even ask it if there are contradictions between sources.
Wow.
And a killer feature here is the smart annotations. Every answer it gives has these clickable citations. You click one, and it shows you the exact passage in the original source document it used.
That maintains the research integrity, builds trust.
Totally. Then third superpower, the Scout. This is for advanced source discovery.
Scout, what does that do?
It proactively looks for new, related content out on the web based on what's already in your notebook.
Huh. Like a research assistant finding more reading for you?
Kind of, yeah. It suggests relevant YouTube videos, articles, other documents you might have missed, and you can add them to your notebook with just a click. Helps make sure your research is comprehensive. But going back to the chat part, how does it actually prevent those hallucinations while you're talking to your documents?
Well, like you said, every single response have those clickable citations. They link directly back to the specific parts of your sources.
Got it. Mid-roll sponsor read.
Okay, now we get into what they call the magic features. This is where NotebookLM seems to go beyond just being a research assistant and turns into more of a content creation engine.
Yeah, this stuff is pretty cool. Feature 1, the AI-generated podcast or audio overviews.
Right.
Think of it like having an instant podcast production team for your research.
An AI-generated podcast. Explain that.
With just one click, it takes the material in your notebook and generates a 10 to 20-minute conversational podcast about it, usually between 2 AI voices discussing the key points from your sources.
Wait, pause. Whoa, hang on. So you could take a stack of, say, dry technical documents and turn it into an actual podcast-style conversation you can listen to, and it's interactive.
Yeah, that's the mind-bending part. It's not just listening. There's an interactive mode.
Okay.
You can pause the AI hosts while they're talking, ask them a clarifying question about something they just said, or about anything in your source documents.
And it answers you.
It answers you in real time, citing the source, and then you can just hit play and the AI conversation picks right back up where it left off. It's really active learning, you know, making you engage deeply.
That's a significant leap. Okay, what's the second magic feature?
That would be the automated slideshow or video overviews, your personal automated video production assistant.
Okay, so turning my research into a video, how does that work?
It creates a professional-looking slideshow video. It has AI-generated narration explaining the key points from your notebook. It pulls in dynamic visuals like charts or diagrams it finds or creates based on your data.
Wow.
And it even uses source-specific imagery, intelligently grabbing relevant visuals from your documents to put on the slides.
That's impressive. Can you personalize it further?
Yeah, for a pro-level upgrade, you can combine this with an AI avatar tool, something like HeyGen.
An AI avatar being.
Like a digital version of a person, often used for video narration.
So you could potentially have your own digital twin, maybe using your clone voice, narrating the slideshow created from your research.
Exactly, making it a super personalized presentation derived directly from your work. So, going back to the AI podcast for a second, how deep can you actually go when you pause it and ask questions?
You can pause anytime, ask specific questions, and you'll get instant answers, always cited back to your original sources.
Okay, beyond those magic features, there are tools to help you see the big picture too, right? Organizing everything.
Yeah, think of these like different kinds of intelligence reports generated from your notebook. First, There's a mind map generator.
Oh, I like mind maps. How does that work here?
It creates this interactive visual diagram. It's like a hierarchy map showing how the topics and concepts in your documents relate to each other.
And interactive means?
You can click on any node, any topic in the mind map, and it instantly takes you to the relevant section in the original source document. Helps you navigate the connections.
Cool. What else?
There's a briefing document creator. This generates a, say, 2 or 3 page professional summary of your entire notebook.
Like an executive summary.
Exactly. Properly formatted with cross-reference citations throughout. Great for quick overviews or sharing with stakeholders.
Nice.
And there's a study guide builder. This one acts like a personal tutor.
How so?
It creates quizzes, potential essay questions, even a glossary of key terms, all pulled directly from your source materials.
Yeah.
Imagine having that for studying complex reports.
Yeah, that would have been useful back in the day. Okay, any others?
2 more quick ones. FAQ and timeline generators. The FAQ automatically pulls out common questions implied by your documents and gives cited answers. Really useful for like product documentation or client info. And the timeline generator does what it sounds like. It organizes key events or steps mentioned in your documents chronologically, again with links back to the source. So could these tools, like the study guide or briefing doc, genuinely help someone prep for, say, a test or a big presentation based on their specific materials?
Absolutely. You get study guides, quizzes, and those professional briefing documents all tailored directly from your sources.
All right, let's talk about putting these pieces together, some more advanced ways to use NotebookLM, kind of like recipes for your workflow.
Okay, recipe 1. YouTube video deep dive. This is huge if you watch long talks or tutorials. You feed it the YouTube link, it transcribes the whole thing, pulls out key topics with timestamps, and suddenly that hour-long video is a fully searchable database you can chat with.
And you mentioned multi-video synthesis earlier.
Yeah, you can upload several related videos and ask it to compare insights or arguments across all of them. Really powerful for analyzing, say, multiple expert interviews on a topic.
Okay, recipe 2.
The website intelligence engine. This is about taming that mess of open browser tabs when you're researching online.
We've all been there.
Totally. You feed it the URLs, it extracts the key content, gets rid of the ads and fluff, and lets you analyze and compare information across multiple websites. Great for things like competitive analysis based on what competitors put online.
Makes sense. And strategy 3.
This one might be the most interesting, the human plus AI knowledge base. This is about blending your own thinking with the AI's power.
How does that work?
You can actually type your own notes directly into NotebookLM, maybe summarizing your thoughts or adding unique insights. Then you tell NotebookLM to treat your notes as another source.
Ah, so you can blend your perspective with the analysis of the external document.
Exactly. Your insights sit alongside the AI's analysis, creating this richer, combined knowledge base. Slight pause. You know, I have to admit, even with all the tools and tricks, I still sometimes get completely lost in a sea of open tabs and scattered notes when I'm doing really deep research.
Yeah, me too sometimes.
This human plus AI approach, it actually really helps me structure my own thinking alongside the data I'm pulling in. It gives me a clearer map. So just to confirm, this means I can genuinely combine my own ideas and analysis with the AI's processing of my unique materials.
Yes, you can seamlessly blend your insights with the AI analysis for a truly unique, richer knowledge base built from everything.
Okay, let's talk practicalities. Free versus pro. How do you decide?
The way to think about it maybe is like a public library versus a private research lab.
Okay, I like that analogy. So the free plan is the public library.
Yeah, it's powerful, perfect for individual projects. You get up to 50 sources per notebook, the standard chat features, the basic audio and video generation we talked about, and you can share notebooks using simple links, kind of like Google Docs. It's a fantastic starting point for personal research or smaller collaborations.
And the pro plan, the private research lab, that's $20 a month.
Right. That's where you get the serious scale up. 5 times more usage for those audio and video generation features, which can be compute intensive. And that big jump to 300 sources per notebook.
So significantly more capacity. What are the killer features for Pro besides just more usage?
I think it's the advanced collaboration. With Pro, you get restricted invitation-only access control.
Ah, so more secure sharing.
Exactly.
Right.
And granular permissions, you could give someone chat-only access, for instance, so they can ask questions but not change sources. Plus, you get usage analytics to see how people are interacting with the notebook.
Okay, so Pro sounds ideal for professional client work, maybe large academic research teams, or building a shared knowledge base for a company where you need that control and security.
Precisely. But for just basic personal research using the documents you've gathered for yourself, is that free plan generally going to be enough to get started?
Yes, absolutely. It's quite powerful for individual projects and for more open styles of collaboration.
Okay, let's put together a kind of professional playbook. Where does NotebookLM really shine? What are the strategic use cases?
Well, thinking about the kinds of complex information people often deal with. For academic research, it's huge for literature reviews, prepping a thesis, putting together conference presentations,
Right. And for business intelligence.
competitive analysis, market research reports, even creating internal training materials becomes much faster and more data-driven.
Content creators.
Oh, yeah. Researching blog posts, developing video scripts, prepping for podcast interviews like this streamlines it all.
And just general professional development, keeping up with your field.
Definitely. Analyzing industry trends from multiple reports, making personalized study guides from conference talks you attended or watched online, efficiently processing expert interviews you might conduct yourself.
Okay, so lots of applications. Now, what about best practices? The golden rules for getting the most out of it with your materials.
Rule number 1 has to be master your source selection. Garbage in, garbage out still applies. Right. Be a ruthless curator. Pick sources that are authoritative, relevant, up-to-date, and think strategically about how you group sources within a notebook for the best focus.
Okay, rule 2.
Perfect. Your prompt optimization, how you ask questions matters. Be specific. Be targeted. Don't just ask, summarize this. Ask, summarize the key arguments regarding policy X from sources A and B.
Use follow-up prompts too.
Yeah, definitely. Refine the answers, ask for specific formats, put that in a table, list the pros and cons, specific questions get better results.
And rule 3.
Be the human in the loop. This is critical. The AI is an amazing partner, but it's not a replacement for your judgment.
Right.
You need to curate the sources carefully up front and then combine the AI's analysis with your unique insights, your critical thinking. Your expertise is still essential. So thinking about that human element, are there common pitfalls? Is there a steep learning curve people should expect?
That's a really crucial point. It is incredibly powerful. But yeah, it won't replace critical thinking. It won't magically understand the deep nuance or weigh conflicting recommendations from your sources the way a human expert can. I think the biggest pitfall is probably not being specific enough with those prompts. If you ask vague questions, you'll get generic, less useful answers back. You need to guide it.
Makes sense. So looking ahead, peering into the crystal ball, what's next for NotebookLM, do we think?
Well, likely enhancements in multimedia integration seem probable. Maybe even better AI reasoning for more complex analysis.
Deeper integration with other tools, maybe? Like Google Workspace?
Could be. And they actually offer a suggested sort of 4-week boot camp schedule to help people get up to speed, which is kind of neat. Breaks down that learning curve.
Oh, yeah. What's that look like?
Week 1 is foundation. Create your first notebook with your own documents, play with summaries, just chat with your sources, get comfortable.
Okay.
Week 2 is exploring the magic features. Try generating an audio overview, make a mind map, maybe share a notebook with someone.
Week 3.
Multimedia Studio. Experiment with those video overviews. Really dig into the interactive podcast mode.
And week 4.
Pro decision time. After trying everything, evaluate if the pro plan makes sense for your needs, and really start integrating NotebookLM into your regular workflow. So thinking about everything we've covered, for our listeners wrestling with their information, what's the single biggest takeaway today?
I'd say it's that NotebookLM transforms scattered information into organized, actionable insight.
Yeah. So what does this all really mean for you, the listener? NotebookLM isn't just, another app. It feels more like a research transformation platform. It takes that chaos of information, for chaos and brings order, makes it actionable. It fundamentally changes how you can interact with your data.
That powerful mix of source-grounded accuracy, the cool multimedia generation, and the collaboration features. It makes it pretty essential for anyone dealing with complex info. Whether you're a student drowning in papers or a business pro analyzing market data you've collected, it offers a genuinely more powerful way to work.
So really, the question isn't if you should try NotebookLM, but maybe how quickly you can start using it to get back some time and gain deeper insights from your specific projects.
Start with that free plan today. It's incredibly capable. Your future, slightly less overwhelmed self will probably thank you for making the switch to AI-powered research.
That's our deep dive for today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, we really hope this sparked some aha moments and gave you a clear path for exploring this tool, especially for tackling your own unique research challenges. Until next time, Utero Music.